It's good to see you all. What are you drinking today? I got water right now, but I'll probably go grab a whiskey after our first scoring slash drinking break. As you know, well, welcome to Geeks Who Drink on Twitch, where we do 7 rounds of pub quiz as if you were in a bar but at home and drinking your potent potables as you will. What is everyone drinking tonight? Let me actually, looks like my chat is having issues. Let me reset my chat so I know y'all are saying stuff. There we go. Yay. I don't know why my pop out wasn't working. Let me do that again. Sorry. That Chaz Bass is having slightly technical difficulties. There we go. All right. Detective Chats and Chew. All right. Wait, why is this taking forever to connect to the chat? Do I have to look over here? Any whoozy whatsy. Wait a sec. I thought someone was actually drinking an orange whip. I actually want to make one of those one of these days. Okay, I don't know why this is not working. Okay, we're gonna go back to the regular one. There we go. Since that does seem to be working to some degree. All right. I mean, I couldn't pop it out. I'm having, I don't know. Twitch is doing something weird. Any whoozy whatsy. Like I said, we got 7 rounds of pub quiz for you. We're gonna start with round number 1. Pain don't hurt. All right. Pain doesn't hurt. Every answer in this round contains the letter A, C, H, and E together and in order. Alrighty, I don't know if we have Jerry or Lady Thunderfunk in the chat, but they will grade your quizzes usually if they are around. Alrighty, folks, let's start with question number 1 of round number 1. The Prostate Cancer Foundation raises lots of donations through an event that has folks grow what sort of facial hair in November? Question number 1 more time. The Prostate Cancer Foundation raises lots of donations through an event that has folks grow what sort of facial hair in November? Alrighty, folks, moving on to question number 2. Swap out the corned beef and sauerkraut from a Reuben for turkey and coleslaw, and you've got a sandwich that shares a name with what major Friends character? Question number 2 one more time. Swap out the corned beef and sauerkraut from a Reuben for turkey and coleslaw, and you've got a sandwich that shares a name with what major Friends character? Now, my mom's favorite sandwich was actually kind of a combination of 2 ingredients from this list. It would be corned beef and coleslaw. My mom would just call it a corned beef special. I don't know if it actually has an actual name, but I like making them too. You know what? Actually, if I have enough time after this quiz is over, I may run to the supermarket, get some coleslaw and some corned beef, and make that for myself. Alrighty, folks, we're moving on to question number 3. 70-something Jerry Turner and Teresa Nist were married and divorced within a year of meeting on what ABC's The Golden What? Question number 3 one more time. 70-somethings Jerry Turner and Teresa Nist were married and divorced within a year of meeting on ABC's The Golden What? Mine says, what's in the fridge and how much can it go on a sandwich? I like that. No, no, I'm on the West Coast, so I won't be going to the grocery store at 10. I'll be going at like 8. So it's all good. Moving on to question number 4 of round number 1. Remember, every single answer contains the letters A, C, H, E together and in order. For question number 4, Purdue had an agriculture scholarship named for what bow tie wearing alumnus who paid for his own degree by selling homegrown popcorn? Working on how to merge Rihanna and Ake. Oh, I don't know. If you got a good idea. You know what? Here, I guess in my neck of the woods, I don't think we have any supermarkets that are open 24 hours anymore. Like post pandemic, a lot of any places that would be close to 24 hours just aren't anymore. Even we used to have a 24-hour diner that doesn't do it anymore. Yeah, I don't know. The pandemic turns things upside down. But you know what isn't upside down? Question number 5. Emulsified chocolate with cream, and you got what silky G filling that's perfect for truffles? Question number 5, one more time. Emulsified chocolate and cream, and you've got what silky G filling that's perfect for truffles? I mean, sometimes for those like past 12 a.m. runs, like you just want some food. You're just like, I'm hungry, and you just want something open. You know what? There's a place in my neck of the woods called Metropolitan Market that used to be open 24 hours. And I remember after long nights of drinking, I would go over there and try to find something to put in my microwave, and it was nice. I mean, I don't think they do that anymore in any of their locations, but it was nice. So moving on to question number 6. It only costs $50 a day to see Beck and Tool at the 1999 debut edition of what California music festival? All right, folks, moving on to question number 7. Making Tom Cruise's casting a real stretch, what fictional investigator was described by author Lee Child as being 6'5"? And I love how we always play stream beats music. Alrighty, folks, and finally, question number 8. I'm the only guy that killed Steven Seagal on film, says Danny Trejo, about what 2010 romp where he carried a big jungle knife? Alrighty, folks. Now it looks like I can see all your chats and stuff. I can't see the old ones, but I can see the ones now. Anyway, I'm like way shorter than Tom Cruise. Well, not way shorter, like maybe like 3 feet shorter. So I don't know. It's always funny when I think people are like average height, and I'm just like, but I'm shorter than that. So I don't know what is that supposed to mean. Any whoozy whatsy. Enough about my height. Let's boogie on bounce to the bonus question. Your bonus question is the following. Pretending that we pay educators enough to afford a pricey shoes, Cameron Diaz wore Lubies to play the title role in what? 2011's Bad What? All right, looks like we got some answers coming in. You have up until I read the answer to question 7 to submit. So let's get into it for round 1. Pain don't hurt. Will all of your answers contain the letters A-C-H-E together and in order? Question number 1. The Prostate Foundation raises lots of donations through an event known as Movember, where people need to grow mustaches. Question number 2. Swap out the corned beef and sauerkraut from a Reuben and turkey for turkey and coleslaw, and you get the Rachel. I am a fan of corned beef and coleslaw. Try it sometime with like a nice what is it, mayo and ketchup sauce. It's pretty good. Anywho, moving on to question number 3. 70-somethings Jerry Turner and Teresa Nitt were married and divorced within a year of meeting on The Golden Bachelor. Question number 4. Purdue had an agricultural scholarship named for the bow tying wearing alumnus Orville Redenbacher. Question number 5. Emulsified chocolate with cream, and you've got the silky cheese-filling ganache. And if you follow us on Geeks Who Drink on the Facebook, that was the answer of the day. For question number 6. Way back when, it only cost $50 a day to see Beck and Tool at the 1999 debut of Coachella. For question number 7, making Tom Cruise is casting a real stretch. The fictional investigator who's described by author Lee Child as being 6'5" is Jack Reacher. And question number 8, I'm the only guy that killed Steven Seagal on film, says Danny Trejo about the 2010 romp Machete. And that does it for your answers, except for the bonus, so let's get back to that. Well, one more time, pretending that we pay educators enough to afford pricey shoes, Cameron Diaz wore Lubies to play the title role in Bad Teacher. Of course, the answer we're looking for is just teacher.
I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band about that money. Break it down.
Yeah, the pain could peel, the glass could shatter, let it rain, 'cause you and I remain the same. When there ain't a crack in the foundation, baby, I know when it's gone, we're peace and we'll go right over while we stay put.
"52 bars come out, now you feel them now. 52 cars roll out, remove ceiling in case 52 bras come out. Now you chillin' with the boss, 50 cars FC on the sleeve. At the 40/40 club, ESPN on the screen. I play the grip for the jeans, plus the slippers is clean. No chrome on the wheels, I'm a grown up for real. G feeling like a pimp.
I was bruised and battered, I couldn't tell what I felt. I was unrecognizable to myself. I saw my reflection in a window and didn't know my own face. Oh brother, are you gonna leave me wasting away?
Never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. And I would have liked to know
Cold. I give Ross chills. 10 different looks and my looks so kill. I kiss him in the mouth. I feel all grills. Heat in the car. That smells on wheels. Woo! I was born to flex. Yes. Diamonds on my neck. I like boarding jets. I like more than sex. But nothing in this world that I like more than checks. Somebody roll the windows down. There are no words in the English language. I could scream to drown you out. Read my lips carefully if you like what you see. Move, groove, you can hang with me. By the looks, I got you shook up and scared of me. Fuck up your seatbelt, it's time for takeoff. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this.
I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band about that money. Break it down.
Yeah, the pain could peel, the glass could shatter, let it rain. 'Cause you and I remain the same. When there ain't a crack in the foundation, baby, I know when it's storm, we're facing, we'll blow right over while we stay put.
52 bars come out, now you feel them now. 52 cars roll out, remove ceiling in case 52 bras come out. Now you chillin' with the boss, cards FC on the sleeve. At the 40/40 club, ESPN on the screen. I pay the grip for the jeans, plus the slippers is clean. No chrome on the wheels, I'm a grown up for real. G feeling like a pimp.
I was bruised and battered, I couldn't tell what I felt. I was unrecognizable to myself. I saw my reflection in a window and didn't know my own face. So brother, are you gonna leave me wasting away?
Never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. And I would have liked to know you, but I was just a kid. Your candle burned out long before your legend ever did.
Cold. I give Ross chills. 10 different looks and my looks so kill. I kiss him in the mouth. I feel all grills. Heat in the car. That smells on wheels. Woo! I was born to flex. Yes. Diamonds on my neck. I like boarding jets. I like more than sex. But nothing in this world that I like more than checks. Somebody roll the windows down. There are no words in the English language. I could scream to drown you out. Read my lips carefully if you like what you see. Move, groove, you can hang with me. By the looks, I got you shook up and scared of me. Fuck up your seatbelt, it's time for takeoff. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this.
Alrighty, so the ending of that song sounds what I would think of when like Wally dies. Okay, that's a bit of a downer. Anyway, we are going over the answers to round number 2, Summertime Sadness. It's ice cream month, so we did song titles about ice cream flavors.
Call the police and the
Number 1 is Uptown Funk by Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars.
Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot.
2 is The Bones by Maren Morris. And we got our whiskey, y'all.
Now you feel 'em now. 52 cars roll
4, question number 3, Dirt Off Your Shoulders by Jay-Z.
chillin' with the boss. Cars FC on the sleeve. At the 40/40 Club, ESPN on the screen.
That was unrecognizable.
Number 4 is Streets of Philadelphia by Bruce Springsteen.
In a window and didn't know my own face, so brother.
Number 5 is Candle in the Wind by Elton John.
Cold. I give raw chills. 10 different looks and my looks so kill.
6 is Money by Cardi B.
In the car, that's wheels on wheels. Woo! I was born to flex. Diamonds on my neck. I like boarding jets. I like morning sex.
Number 7 is Motion Sickness by Phoebe Bridgers.
Read my lips carefully if you like what you see. Move, groove, you can hang.
And 8 is Bootylicious by Destiny's Child.
Go, you see, feel the time for takeoff. I don't think you're ready for this yet. I don't think you're ready for this yet. I don't think you're ready for this.
So before we head into round number 3, the whiskey that I'm drinking is just Trader Joe's super cheap, like $11 bottle of whiskey. I know Wally's not dead. I was just saying that song sounded like how it would be when like he lost all his battery power and couldn't be turned back on. That's all. I know. Any woozy wuzzy. We're moving along to round number 3, and round number 3 is called The Main Course. It's Happy Lion Share Day. Answer these multiple choice questions on lions, and maybe one on hyenas if we're feeling generous. So for question number 1, there are 2 big stone lions in front of the main building of what New York City's police department or public library? If you watch The Day After Tomorrow, the movie that is, you know the answer to this. Or Ghostbusters as well. Or The Wiz. I love it. Here, I guess in the Pacific Northwest they do. And yeah, I mean, it's for like $11. I can't complain. Plus, I just like riding my bike up to Trader Joe's because it's a nice, like, it's just about a half an hour from my apartment. And so it's a nice to like get an audiobook in and everything like that. And oh, they also have split buns. So if you want to make lobster rolls, you can. Anyway, I digress. Moving on to question number 2. Male African lions cap out at a weight of about how many pounds? 500 or 2,500? Yeah, I went camping this weekend and I bought a bunch of Mama Adele's sausages and bought a whole bunch of split buns to put with them, and they were a hit. I mean, they have brioche split buns and just basically hot dog split buns as well too, and they're both really good. Like, I definitely, if I wasn't going to a wedding this weekend, I would probably be trying to make it with lobster tails this weekend. I could do it midweek, but I got too much crap to do this week. Anywho. Moving on to question number 3, just straight up yes or no. Is there any historical evidence that the Romans actually fed people to lions? Seatown? No, the city that I go to Trader Joe's, which will probably out where I live, is Shoreline. But even though I could go to one in the city, that one has a bike path, so it makes it easy. Do sea lions count as these? I don't think so. That'd be funny if it did. I mean, it only give you an idea of the region that I live in. That's about it. Anywho's you what see. Moving on to question number 4. Which S country's flag features a red lion holding a sword? Senegal or Sri Lanka? Oh, Metal Yoga Head, you got your benchmark 8 for 30 for a handle. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Moving on to question number 5 of the main course, round 3. Which weirdo comedian voiced one of the hyenas in Disney's Lion King remake? Eric Andre or Hannibal Buress? Now moving along to question number 6. Detroit Lions All-Pro Penei Sewell plays what underappreciated position? Defensive tackle or offensive tackle? Moving along to your penultimate question of round number 3, question number 7. Which Aussie got an Oscar nod for playing Dev Patel's adoptive mom in the 2016 film Lion? Nicole Kidman or Naomi Watts? And finally, question number 8. In the original Wizard of Oz book, the wizard gave the Cowardly Lion courage with the gift of booze or a teddy bear. Right? I mean, I would have courage if somebody gave me both a teddy bear and booze. Like, anyway, now that I'm done cracking up over some things on the quiz, let's head on to your second bonus question of the night. Here we go. Lions are rarely gutsy enough to take on hippos. The largest animals they eat regularly are what bovines related to our big shaggy bison? Bonus question one more time. Lions are rarely gutsy enough to take on hippos. The biggest animals they eat regularly are what bovines related to our big shaggy bison? Yeah, look like we got some correct answers going down. And no, it's not the thing that killed Mufasa. I know some of y'all put that in, but for all the lead everyone else that's putting in the correct answer, y'all got this. Anyway, moving on to your answers to round number 3, the main course. Happy Lion Share Day. So for question number 1, there are 2 big stone lions in front of the main building of New York City's public library. Question number 2. Male African lions cap out at a weight of about 500 pounds. For question number 3, you just told me straight up yes or no. Is there any historical evidence that Romans actually fed people to lions? Yes. Yeah, and it wasn't always Christians, but it wasn't always lions, but yeah, they definitely did that. For question number 4, the S country's flag that features a red lion holding a sword, that would be Sri Lanka. Question number 5, which weirdo comedian voiced one of the hyenas in Disney's Lion King remake? That would be Eric Andre. For question number 6, Detroit Lions All-Pro Panay Sewell plays the underappreciated position of offensive tackle. For question number 7, the Aussie that got an Oscar nod for playing Dev Patel's adoptive mom in the 2016 film Lion is Nicole Kidman. And for question number 8, in the original Wizard of Oz book, the wizard gave the Cowardly Lion courage with the gift of booze. Okay, one caveat. Technically, it's a mysterious potion called liquid courage. So, I mean, come on. You know. Anyway. And let's boogie on bounce to our bonus question. Lions are rarely gutsy enough to take on hippos. The biggest animal they eat regularly are the bovines related to the big shaggy bison and buffalo. Round number 4 is called Still Buffering, a round on Warren Buffett, Jimmy Buffett, and Friends character Phoebe Buffay. What's that? You said we already asked a Friends question? We'll look it over there. I kid. Starting with question number 1. During the Dunham side, Warren Buffett is a 7th cousin of what U.S. president whose mom had a doctorate from the University of Hawaii? This is one of my favorite Streamlabs songs. I hope they come out with more songs like this, but the Pixel album is fire. But I also love like chiptune music, so this is kind of like just playing to my likes. Anywho's whatsy. Moving on to question number 2. Cheeseburger in Paradise wasted away to nothing, but there's still 20-some locations of the restaurant chain named for what boozy Jimmy Buffett song? Funny enough, I could have gone to one of these when I was on a cruise, but I didn't because I feel like it felt like not the thing to do when we got into port for the cruise. I mean, I probably already told you. I didn't even tell you where I went cruising, but I think that would probably give it away too much. But I don't know if I ever come across one of these, like unless I'm at like Jurassic World or something. Maybe I'll go and have a drink or something. Who knows? Moving on to question number 3. Before she was cast as Phoebe Buffay, Lisa Kudrow played the character's twin sister on what other 90s show that got Helen Hunt some Emmys? What? I said any who's want to see that much. I mean, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Oh goodness gracious! Now the question is, how long through this quiz is it going to take for me not to be self-conscious of saying any who's whatsy? Oh my god. Anyway, moving on to question number 4. Before earning a degree from Southern Mississippi, Jimmy Buffett failed out of what Alabama school whose alumni include Tim Cook and Cam Newton? Yeah, I don't deny that Tim Apple. I thought I said something wrong for a second, but I feel you. Yeah, you know what? Let's read it one more time. Question number 4. Before earning a degree from Southern Mississippi, Jimmy Buffett failed out of what Alabama school whose alumni include Tim Apple and Cam Newton? Alrighty. Anyway, moving on to question number 5. Back in the 50s, Warren Buffett learned to win friends and influence people under what public speaker who's not related to the Scottish steel magnate? You know, Kamala Harris reminded me a lot of one of my friend's moms. Like, they had like the same like speaking patterns and everything. They also kind of had the same aesthetic too. Like, it wasn't uncanny. It was just that I felt like they had the same energy. Anywho, moving on to question number 6, credited to Phoebe Buffay and the Hairballs. The song Smelly Cat was actually performed by Lisa in what brass and pocket band fronted by Chrissy Hind? And we shipped to me and Kamala. Like, I mean, I might be a geriatric millennial, but like, I think that age difference. Well, you know what? Given the fact that there's 2 movies out with Gabrielle Union and the woman who played Catwoman in the last Dark Knight Rises movie, Anne Hathaway, about them hitting on younger guys, I don't know. I guess that's in right now. Anywho's it was. Moving on to question number 7. In the Sing movies, he plays a koala named Buster Moon. In The Beach Bum, he played a poet named Moondog who hangs out with Jimmy Buffett. Who's that laid-back Oscar winner? Yeah, no, I totally like heard that, like read that more as a dom and sub, like not who will host pub quiz now. But anyway, it could be both, you know. And for question number 8, they're not related, but the 2 Buffetts called each other Cousin Jimmy and Uncle Warren after Jimmy invested in what gigantic conglomerate? And that does it for the main round of questions. We got another bonus question coming at you. In a weird nod to a yellow Monopoly property, Jimmy wrote the song Why Don't We Get Drunk under the pseudonym What Gardens? Bonus question one more time. In a weird nod to a yellow Monopoly property, Jimmy wrote the song Why Don't We Get Drunk under the pseudonym What Gardens? It looks like we've got some answers coming down the pipeline, so let's get into the answers for round number 4, still buffering. For question number 1, through the Dunham side, Warren Buffett is a 7th cousin to Barack Obama. And a 7th cousin is 3 times removed if you want to get technical. For question number 2, Cheeseburger in Paradise wasted away to nothing, but there's still 20-some locations of the restaurant chain named for what boozy Jimmy Buffett song? That is Margaritaville. And yes, this was in Cozumel that I saw Margaritaville in Mexico. So, now you know. For question number 3, before she was cast as Phoebe Buffay, Lisa Kudrow played the character's twin sister on the 90s show that got Helen Hunt some Emmys. That's Mad About You. For question number 4, before in earning a degree from Southern Mississippi, Jimmy Buffett failed out of the Alabama school whose alumni includes Tim Apple and Cam Newton. That is Auburn University. For question number 5, back in the 50s, Warren Buffett learned to win friends and influence people under the public speaker who's not related to the Scottish steel magnate Dale Carnegie. For question number 6, credited to Phoebe Buffay and the Hairballs, the song Smelly Cat was actually performed by Lisa and the Brass in the Pocket Band fronted by Chrissy Hind, the Pretenders. For question number 7, in the Sing movies, he plays a koala named Buster Moon. In the Beach Bums, he played a poet named Moondog who hangs out with Jimmy Buffett. That laid-back Oscar winner is, all right, Matthew McConaughey. And question number 8, they're not related, but the two Buffetts called each other Uncle Jimmy. Cousin Jimmy and Uncle Warren after Jimmy invested in Berkshire Hathaway. All right, and our bonus question, once again, in a weird nod to a yellow Monopoly property, Jimmy wrote the song Why Don't We Get Drunk under the pseudonym Marvin Gardens. America the Beautiful was written by Kathy Bates, no, the other one, on this day in 1893 to celebrate name these movies that displayed the natural beauty of the U.S. as laid out in its verses, even those later ones that nobody knows about.
This is really weird. Is it supposed to be like this? You give me the right amount, right? Like you don't have to eat it. I don't think I took too much.
What's the damn problem?
really weird.
What's the damn problem?
We're back with your answers to round number 5 from sea to the shining sea. Starting with question number 1. Number 1 is A Million Ways to Die in the West. Number 2 is Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Number 3 is La La Land. Question number 4 is Arrival. Number 5 is Annihilation. Number 6 is Dante's Peak. Number 7 is The Mist. And number 8 is Wall-E. What a happy ending The Mist has. Oh my God. Anyway, moving on to question number 6 called Sound Ricks. It's Spoonerism Day, so each pair of answers will combine to make a spoonerism of a common pair. Here's an example. What's a cash register is called in the popular houseware store blank Bath and Beyond? The answers are Till and Bed. It's a spoonerism of Bill and Ted. The B and T got swapped. Okay. I didn't know. Wait a second. I was about to say spoonerism. I'll let you know what my favorite spoonerism is after this. I just want to make sure it's not on here. My favorite spoonerism is bass backwards. Okay. Anyway. Moving on to question number 1. A minimalist camping bed like the Coleman Comfort Smart and Hodor's namesake quote from Game of Thrones, blank the door. And when I said that song sounded like Wall-E or dying at the end, I was not saying that because it was an answer in a later round. I just thought it sounded like a robot dying. Just how it just went like, so, you know. I guess it's just a coincidence. Moving on to question number 2. The first name of Biden's original press secretary, Patsky, and the type of fruit that includes black currants and goji. Sobos, are you sure this round isn't bass backwards? Let me stop. For question number 3, the nickname used by comedian Mathilda O'Callaghan Notaro, and the type of African python named for what it resembles when it curls up in fear. Angelica. Trying to think of oh yeah, another favorite spoonerism of mine is Tig Old Biddies, baby. Oh gosh, spoonerisms are fun. Moving on to question number 4 of round number 6. The wonderful juice company that got in trouble with the FTC for its health claims, and the rhyming hairstyle popularized by the Beatles, the what top? Spooner? We hardly. But on to question number 5. The stat that Ronald Acuna Jr. led the MLB last year with 149, and the popular sour beers named for the German town they come from. Hardly know her is. I guess wouldn't that be? Oh wait, no, I know how to make a spoonerism out of Spooner. We hardly know her. It's not off the top of my head. If I wrote it down and read it, knucking foots. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm gonna start saying that. I'm gonna start saying that, knucking foots. Yo, what was that? Oh, it was knucking foots, man. Like. That's so good. Spoonerisms are the best. Moving on to question number 6. The young giant sword wielding protagonist of Final Fantasy VII and the old Shakespearean king who inspired the TV show Empire. As for our penultimate question of round number 6, speaking of Shakespeare, Polonius gets stabbed by Hamlet and says, "Oh, I am this." And the nom de guerre of dermatologist Sandra Lee, Dr. What Popper. And drain bandage. Once you pop, you just can't stop. Oh, now I want Pringles. God damn it. I love Pringles. Like, I love any sour cream and onion chip. And because I'm really from Philadelphia, hers just gets me. Like, I love a hers sour cream and chip. But Pringles is like a close second. Like a real close second. And so everybody can drink and use what see. Moving on to question number 8, your final question of round number 6. The best-selling variety of kosher pickles sold by Vlasic, and the last name of the Tony who starred in Arrested Development and Veep. And finally, your bonus question for round number 6. The Wikipedia page for Spoonerism shows a protest sign saying Buck Frexit from a 2018 rally in what nation? Cool. Your bonus question one more time. The Wikipedia page for Spoonerism shows a protest sign saying Buck Frexit from a 2018 rally in what nation? So let's boogie on bounce over to your answers for round number 6, Sound Ricks. For question number 1, a minimalist camping bed like the Coleman Comfort Smart is a cot. And Hodor's namesake quote from Game of Thrones is hold the door. That is a Spoonerism for hot and cold. For question number 2, the first name of Biden's original press secretary at Patsky is Jen. And the type of fruit that include black currants and goji are berries. That's a Spoonerism of Ben and Jerry's. For question number 3, the nickname used by comedian Mathilda O'Callaghan Notaro is Tig, and the type of African python named for what it resembles when it curls up in fear, that is a ball. That is a Spoonerism for big and tall. For question number 4, the wonderful juice company that got in trouble with the FTC for its health claims is Palm, and the rhyming hairstyle popularized by the Beatles is the mop top. And Palm and Mop is a Spoonerism for mom and pop. For question number 5, the stat that Ronald Acuna Jr. led the MLB last season with 149 is runs, and the popular sour beers named for the German town they come from is Ghost, and that is Guns N' Roses. For question number 6, the young giant sword-wielding protagonist of Final Fantasy VII is Cloud, and the old Shakespearean king who inspired the TV show Empire is Lear. That is a Spoonerism for loud and clear. For question number 7, speaking of Shakespeare, Polonius gets stabbed by Hamlet and says, "Oh, I am slain." And the nom de guerre of dermatologist Sandra Lee is Dr. Pimple Popper. That would be plain and simple. And question number 8, the best-selling variety of kosher pickles sold by Vlasic is dill. And the last name of the Tony who starred in Arrested Development and Veep is Hale. And that would be the Spoonerism of over a hill and a dale, which means far and wide. Finally, back to your bonus question. The Wikipedia page for Spoonerism shows a protest sign saying Buck Frexit from the 2008 rally in what nation? That would be the United Kingdom.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
The final round is a random knowledge, and your final 16-point round of the night. Beware, some of these questions require multiple answers. But a good rule of thumb to follow is that if it's an even number question, it's worth 2 through 4 points, and if it's an odd number question, it's only worth 1. So starting with the first one, worth 1 point, let's get into it. In a nod to the time he exploded a passing dub with a fastball, what 6'10" former Diamondback uses a dead bird as his photography logo? Okay. Nan, you figure. I love the spoonerisms. The spoonerisms. Nah, like, you know what? I feel like I do relearn what a spoonerism is every time it comes up, especially during quiz. Shouldn't it be feathers strewn about? Mhm. Yeah, it could be feathers strewn about. Yeah, I ain't mad at it. Cause that thing got fucking obliterated. I seen a YouTube video with this, and I was just like, "You can do that?" It's like, okay. Like, it's wild. You know, it's also wild. Question number 2 for 2 points. For point number 1, according to the Smithsonian, what nation of over 17,000 islands has the most active volcanoes? And for your second point, the U.S. has the most volcanoes overall, the majority of them being in what remote state? Fucking obliterated. Oh my lord. Y'all wild. Y'all hilarious. Like, y'all hilarious. Yeah, no, that's wild. Like, I know that pitchers throw fastballs fast AF, but dang, dog. Like, but does anybody know what kind of bird it was? There's no bonus question and bonus points. I just want to know. Anyway, moving on to question number 3, your anagram question on tonight's quiz. God, what have you done? Fans on TikToks have started drawing connections between Miss Piggy and the outfits of what singer who anagrams to pro NHL Palace? God doesn't have this bird. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Yo. I'm surprised it wasn't a dove. Like, or I'm surprised it wasn't a pigeon. Because, like, we brought pigeons here, and then they used to be messengers, and then we got telephones, and we was like, fuck them pigeons, go somewhere else. Like, hey, they ain't do this to themselves. Like, y'all did this to them. What's wrong with y'all? Anyway. And, you know, like, before I go on, I do love that, like, pigeons, doves, and squab are the same freaking animal. But, you know, like, because one's... Anyway, moving on to question number 4. For 3 points. I'll give you a poster, tagline, and year of release. You name the film. We scare because we care. In 2001. He may be dead, but he's the life of the party in 1989. And Why So Serious in 2008. Since they are all delicious, and you know what? I do want to learn how to cook squab because I've been watching way too much Top Chef. And I know they'd be like, oh, we're going to cook swab. And I'm like, oh. And sometimes I see Cornish hen in the store. I'm like, how you cook a Cornish hen? What'd that be like? What would be that like? What makes it Cornish? Does it come from the land of Corinthia? I don't know. Anyway. Moving on to question number 5. This year's Kennedy Center honorees include what historic block of concrete in located at 253 West 125th Street in Harlem. If you know the theme song, I'll sing it for you. Because if you know the theme song, you got it. Because that was my jam back in the day. That was my jam. Rich Corinthian leather. Rich Corinthian hens. I love it. I thought Abby Cornish just raised those hens. Oh, it's corn. It's a fair beautiful. It's a juice. It's a juice. Oh God, I haven't thought about that song in so long. Moving on to question number 6 for 3 points. A queen, a king, and a trickster. Which 3 moons of Uranus are named after characters from A Midsummer Night's Dream? Well, I just learned something new today. Moving on to your penultimate question on tonight's quiz, not counting the bonus. Question number 7. Since it's a unique scar caused by the separation from the polenta, you can tell identical twins apart by consulting what body part? The more you know. I don't know about her sister Para. Oh. The great Gabo. I'm picking up what you're putting down, but we're also picking up the question for number 8. And this time it's 4 sushi points, baby. For your first point, nori, is it salmon or seaweed? For your second point, shoyu, is it eel sauce or soy sauce? For your third point, kapamaki, is it made with cucumber or cuttlefish? And for your final point, does shirako contain fish eggs or fish sperm? That does it for your regular questions on this quiz. We're boogie on bouncing to the bonus question. Taking him for St. Anthony, a Brazilian grandmother prayed for years to a figurine of Lord Elrond from what ultra nerdy property? Your bonus question one more time is taking him for St. Anthony, a Brazilian grandmother prayed for years to a figurine of Lord Elrond from what ultra nerdy property? And it looks like we got some answers coming down the pipeline, so let's boogie on bounds over to your answers for question. For round, number 7. The final round, my bad. Good lord. Anyway, question number 1. In a nod to the time he exploded a passing dove with a fastball, the 6'10 former Diamondbacker who uses a dead bird as his photography logo is Randy Johnson. For question number 2 for 2 points, according to the Smithsonian, the nation that has over 1,700 islands has the most active volcanoes is Indonesia. And the U.S. has the most volcanoes overall, and the majority of them are in Alaska. Moving on to question number 3. God, which I feel like it should be God damn. What have you done? Fans of TikTok have started drawing connections between Miss Piggy and the outfits of the singer who anagrams from Pro NHL Palace. That's Chapel Roan. I just started listening to their music the other day, and you know what? It's not bad. It's not bad. For question number 4 for 3 points, I'll give you a poster tagline in the year of release. You name the film. Your first being We Scare Because We Care. That's Monsters, Inc. He may be dead, but he's the life of the party. That's a Weekend at Bernie's. And why so serious? That is The Dark Knight. For question number 5, this year's Kennedy Center honorees include what historic block of concrete located at 253 West 125th Street in Harlem? Well, it's showtime, holding on the seat at the Apollo. It's the Apollo Theater, y'all. For question number 6, for 3 points, a queen, a king, and a trickster. The 3 moons of Uranus that are named after the characters of A Midsummer Night's Dream are Titania, Oberon, and Puck. And for question number 7, because it's a unique scar caused by the separation of the placenta, you can tell identical twins apart by consulting their belly button. The more you know. Anyway, for question number 8, it was 4 sushi points. Point number 1, nori. Is it salmon or seaweed? It's seaweed, y'all. For question number 2, shoyu. Is it eel sauce or soy sauce? It's soy sauce. In kapamaki, is it made with cucumber or cuttlefish? That would be cucumber. And does sriracha contain fish eggs or fish sperm? That would be fish sperm. Metal yoga head navel does count. Umbilicus would count as well, if you're really technical and medically like that. And we've done all the answers for your final round. Your bonus question, once again, mistaking him for St. Anthony, a Brazilian grandmother prayed for years to a figurine of Lord Elrond from the ultra nerdy property Lord of the Rings. Hope you have a good week. And most of all, don't forget to be awesome, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Wait, y'all can get a string back. Talk to corporate about that one. Anyway, y'all have a good night, y'all. Peace.